How's it going, guys? Boss here. Today, I want to talk about Marvel's Avengers Infinity War. Now, for those of you guys who have not seen the film, I'm just going to talk about in the beginning of this, and just talk about how I really enjoyed it and how good it was. It was really good. If you haven't seen it, guys, please go check it out. It's really good. It's worth watching. It's exciting. A lot of action, and really overall, it's just a fantastic film for me. Um, I can't really recommend it enough because if you're just into like superhero stuff and anything just over the top action, it's worth it, man. Um, I didn't think it was gonna be as good as it was gonna be. I didn't really watch much trailers for it. I try to avoid that, and it was just overall so good, man. I haven't had fun like this um, since I don't know, man. I mean the Last Jedi was really good film. I loved it, but it wasn't the same excitement. Like it wasn't the same kind of way because with the Last Jedi, I actually really did like I cared more about those characters. They meant so much more to me. Uh, so I didn't get grabbed like that. Like in this film, I'm gonna talk a little bit about it later in the spoiler talk version of this. Um, Overall, guys, it's just like you should watch it. It's something you want to watch in theaters. You don't want to miss out on it before it's out. It's probably gonna be theaters for a while, so you have the time to watch it. But a lot of action, fast paced. It had the jokes. It had some sad moments. Overall, the film to me just like it was a great. It was just a great ride. The Guardians are in there. And when the Guardians are around, it was just amazing. Brady, I'm just gonna stop talking about overall, and now I'm gonna start getting into the spoiler talk of this video. And I want you guys to know before I get right into it. Check it out. I want to talk to you guys about it. So come on, check the movie out. Um, all right, so now we're getting to spoiler talk, right? If you have not seen it, please go away. This is your time. No more warnings, okay? All right. So, what? All right. I want to talk about Thanos, the bad guy in this film, right? Um, some people really did not like Thanos overall, like what he was doing in the film. Uh, Kekkersboy made some good points about it. There was some of the character motivations were taken from the comics and then altered, and it just wasn't executed correctly or good enough. So he really didn't like that aspect of it. But honestly, I just it was good. It was good. It was fun. For me at least. Not everyone's gonna enjoy this film, and not everyone's gonna feel. Everyone's gonna get like feel different about it. It depends on what you enjoy. Um, Also with Thanos, man, it's just I felt like he was good because how the guy is driven. He has an idea in his mind and he wants to execute it. It maybe yeah, sure, it may not be done correctly like in the comics, but for what I see, he has a plan which is to make the world better, no matter the cost. He's really out there to deal some damage, but he's expecting that this damage will bring people together better and closer than ever before. I can kind of see that working, but this is something you just don't want to do. No one wants to do that. You don't want to do mass genocide because getting rid of people will bring the little bit of people that are left together. You don't want to do that. That's just absurd and crazy, you know. Um, so so yeah, that's his like what he wants. He wants to get these gems, man. He knows that with them, he can get rid of half of the galaxy, the living humans, aliens, whatever species. Get rid of half of them and make them actually band together in a way and like prosper better. Um, it's crazy, but it's like I felt like it's a good character motivation. Um, because it's Thanos. He's just badass like that, and in the film, guys, he was just really good, man. I love his overall, like, Josh Brolin really played him well. I loved Thanos, man. He just looked badass and he kicked ass too, man. He was a crazy guy, I'll tell you that much. Um, so one of the biggest things though, we're not done with Thanos here for a quick second. Um, the end of the film. I know a lot of people were very sad with the whole, Peter Parker, Spider Man, Spidey, our homie Spidey, disintegrating. Very sad moment when he tells Tony Stark, Tony, I'm not feeling so well, or Mr. Stark, I'm not feeling so well, and he just disintegrates, man. That was sad. I didn't cry or anything like that. I didn't feel sad. Some of the people's issue with the film is that they killed off all these heroes, and they just had that feeling that they'll be right back. That there was no reason to kill them off. All right, here's my thing. This is what I got. This is what I just came up with. This is my idea, and this is why I'm able to enjoy the film. Sure, they can still come back. They probably will be back. But at that moment in time, in in their universe, Tony Stark, in his mind, he's lost all these people. To him, he's like, oh, whoa, what do I do now? Like, I just lost my protege, Peter Parker, the homie. I feel for that. Like, I really do. Like, for that moment in time, man, like, it's sad. It is sad. And it's you got to put yourself in their shoes in a way, like, just to think about, like, okay, at this moment in time, like, obviously we're watching the movie, we know, oh, things are gonna work out, it's a superhero movie, there's no way they're gonna do that, right? There's no way, and if they do, then I applaud them, but come on, guys, they're not gonna do that. These guys still have more movies coming out and stuff like that. um yeah, and in my theory though, I don't think they're dying. I think they're maybe being set somewhere else, in a way. Uh, and I'm thinking like Doctor Strange is probably gonna get them out of there. But if they do a whole like reverse time comeback, what's the outcome then? What will happen next? So we'll see. I'm thinking Doctor Strange will get them out of there, man. I have the feeling Doctor Strange. They're probably sent into like an alternate universe or the another dimension. It's really there's possibilities. There's plenty of possibilities. I can't wait to see what they have in store. The next film, man. But the film was great, man. Seeing Iron Man and the new nanotech, Spidey in his new Iron Spider-Man outfit. Oh man, so amazing. I was just like, yes, yes, that suit is amazing. I loved it. It was awesome. The spider legs and stuff like that. It's just great, man. Like I said, the film, it was overall just a fun film. There's also points that Kekkers was talking about to me with there was no real hand to hand actual human and like opponents to fight. It was all like person versus CGI character, which I get that, but the CGI was for me was done so well. I was fine. There was also a lot of jumping around when it came to the fight scenes. Again, I'm fine. I kind of wanted to see everything that was going on, and like they kept going, showing everything. It went kind of fast, but you had to really pay attention. One thing I noticed that a lot of people that I spoke to missed. Doctor Strange actually conjures a magical sword to fight Thanos. Now, if you don't remember that, you gotta rewatch the film. You're missing some things. It just goes by so fast. A lot of people miss it. My fiance, she didn't realize it. My cousin, who's a big fan of these movies, missed out on it too. He just didn't realize it either when I spoke to him about it. I'm like, yeah, he did. And it's really cool. So there's a lot of things you'll miss in this film too. And I think it's worth watching again just to see the cameos and the hidden secrets in the background. It's definitely worth seeing. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, there's so much stuff, man. The film was really good. So Tony Stark almost dying. the point where Tony Stark got stabbed with his own nanotech was definitely one of those moments where I was like, what? Like I was like, whoa, man! I did not see that coming at all. Um, it's to me, to be honest, I was wondering, and I was telling Keckers, man, I was like, why didn't he just I mean, like change the whole nano tech, like the thing he got stabbed by. Why didn't he just turn it into whatever turn into a little nanomachine puddle or something like that? You know, um, I figured, you know what, it's just it was a sad moment. You know, I really thought they were gonna kill him off there, which for me would have been interesting, very interesting, to be honest. All right, this bad guy here, oof, it's a tough one. I'm finding a boss right now in this game. I'm not gonna tell you what game I'm playing, but if you guys can guess it, let me know in the comments down below. If you can like hear the background or make sense of what's going on. Anyway, so back to this. Tony Stark almost dying, man. I was like, no, Tony. I felt bad, but I wouldn't feel bad for him. You know who I felt bad for? I felt bad for Pepper, guys. Pepper was so happy. He promised her that he wouldn't go back into this whole saving the world. But yeah, man. I mean, like he ended up getting pulled right back into it. You know, it was very sad for Pepper, man. She did not want him to go. And then that message when she was in the ship. I mean, when Iron Man was in the ship, and she was telling him, "No, come back! Like, stop! Don't do this." Dude, I felt, man. I like this woman. Like, she out of everything, you know, that she's been going through with Part 3, and now having to deal with him. I'm just like, no, Tony, don't do this, man. Don't do this. You have a girl who cares about you, man. But yeah, you know, it was gonna happen regardless. So, what else? Peter Parker, man, he was amazing. The Iron Man, the Iron Spidey suit was just so fantastic looking. CGI'd, but you know what? I didn't care. I loved it. It was so good. Um, Especially the little spider legs, man. Whoo, whoo, man, did I love it. It was just amazing looking. Um, uh, Also Star-Lord, man. A lot of people are hating on Star-Lord right now for him. Basically, there was a point in the film where, or you guys probably seen it by now, right? So the point where you guys know what I'm talking about, when they got Thanos pinned down, he's dazed, and Quill is trying to figure out what happened to his beloved lady, and he gets so pissed off when he finds out that she's dead that he just basically punches Thanos in the face, and he basically gets out of that grip that he was in, and freaking just grabs his glove again and like raise hell, man. He grabs parts from like chunks from a moon and he sends it at them, man. It got intense. Like seriously, it got really intense. And like just the special effects were just so well done, man. So good. No horrible CGI mustache got removed in this film. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, what else? Yeah, Star-Lord, man, messed up, but he was badass early on when he was fighting Tony Stark and Spidey Man. Spidey Man, you like that? Like they couldn't do anything to Star-Lord, man. Star-Lord was just kicking their asses, and it was amazing to see that. It got to the point where I love that scene where, you know, he had them pinned down. Oh, well, not pinned down, but he had Spidey in a neck lock, and he had the gun pointed at his head. And they came up with like they had that like Earth moment where they realized they were both from Earth. Well, they were all from Earth. And I love Spidey with his movie references. It was just so funny, man. A lot of the stuff in the film were like there was a lot of humor and a lot of like dark situations. One of the best things about the film was Thor, man. Thor, with what he went through. Oh my goodness, I cannot. I just like with losing Asgard, the people of Asgard. You know, losing Um, some of his brother, Loki, man. He lost Loki, and right in front of him, Thanos just murdered him, man. It was just like devastating when I saw that. I was like, no, they're finally in this like kind of righteous, good path. Loki was trying to do good, you know. I'm just like, that's crazy, man. I, I'm sad. I didn't cry, you know, but there's still the possibility that yeah, he could be, you know, he could be brought back. I get it, you know. Um, but for right now, they're dead. To me, they're dead. You know, they're not gonna be back. They're gone forever. You know, that's what I'm gonna put it as. You know, there's a possibility, you know, they can be brought back. So I don't put it past the creators and like Disney and Marvel if they do bring them back. I can see it happening in one way or another. It'd probably make a lot of fans happy, and Star Lord probably feel like junk, man. Like feel really bad for what he did. He's the reason. Star Lord's kind of the reason why this all happened. So yeah, we can all blame Star Lord for this one. Uh, yeah. So Captain America. All right, let me talk about Thor. What am I talking about? Captain America. Let's talk about that afterwards, right? Uh, so, Thor, right? Thor. He had like one of the best, like having to go get a new hammer after everything he's been through. It just like, it was a journey, a well fought journey, man. He was with Rocket Raccoon and Groot. Yep, they were all together. It was funny, man. Groot, man, that cute little Groot was amazing. Having having chopped off his hand so he can give Thor a handle for his new sword, new axe, was just amazing, man. It was his only moment where he actually like was good in the film, though. Baby Groot was just, I mean, Teen Groot was a dick throughout the film, and that it fit his attitude. That's what they were doing with him. I can't wait till he gets older, smarter, wiser, stronger, better. Yeah. But for now, we got Teen Groot. And so yeah, Thor got his hammer, and he felt ready. He felt ready, like he could take on Thanos, man. And he sort of did, man. When he was able to throw that hammer and hit Thanos in the arm chest area, man. Like Keckers told me today, man. He was like, it would have been better if he just chopped off his arm. You know, he could have, but he didn't. Thanos even said, "You should have aimed for my head." He's right though, but he didn't. It didn't happen. You know, I think Thor just wanted to torture him for what he did, and in a way, it was just another bad thing since he snapped his fingers. But Thor, man, like he was the best part of the whole entire film. He was like my favorite hero out of the whole film, and he had his down moments, he had his up moments. He was just super badass, man. I loved it. Loved him a lot. Um, Another thing I gotta mention, like with Captain America, we didn't see him as much as I wanted to see him. Uh, he wasn't really a main focus in this film. He was there. He had some moments. He was badass, especially holding back Thanos' hand when he was trying to strike him. I was just like, damn, Captain America's that strong? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. It was amazing. I freaking enjoyed it so much. I want to see more in the next film. Um, and I'm kind of hoping that I I kind of hope that he passes away in the next film. That sounds messed up, but I kind of want to see that in a way, because it'll basically, to me, make me feel like it was more like it's a more important death, so he can pass the torch. I kind of don't want Tony to go, because I feel like if we lose Tony, Pepper, what is Pepper gonna do, man? She's been there. She's been there since day one with him, man. And I would hate it. I would really hate it. Because, not that I want them to live happily ever after. I want them to just be able to pass down the torch. Same thing with Cap, kind of like pass it over to Falcon or even Winter Soldier, Bucky. Because in the comics, you know, they obviously took over for Cap when he was gone. Um, so seeing Captain America sacrifice himself in the next film would be awesome. It would be fitting because that's what he does. Um, he's just overall an awesome guy. And I feel like, Iron Man's, he is a little more selfish in a way, or Tony Stark, he's a little bit more selfish. Uh, One thing I want to talk about is it's like when I say that, like he became very into his work, like what he's doing, um, obsessed, since the first movie, tinkering and stuff like that, he became so obsessive with the Iron Man project that it's like taking over his mind, taking over his life. He can't even live a normal life, even when he wants to. It's him saving the world that really matters to him. Um, but yeah, that's a Tony. So yeah, Cap. Can't wait to see more of him. Hopefully in the next film. Uh, who else do I want to talk about? The Vision. The Vision got hurt. He was like took a backseat in this film. Uh, and he wanted to die. And that's another thing. Gamora too wanted to die because they were a source for Thanos to get the gems. And Keckers again, pointed that they used that trick twice in the same film. I see it. I see what he means. I can't complain with him because it's for me it was fine, but I couldn't complain with him. So what I gotta say about that is like I was kind of fine with it. They both happen similar but slightly different. Uh, Thanos, I feel like Thanos is like he's the type of person that plays with his food, so he tricks. He was tricking. He tricked Star Lord into pulling the trigger. He didn't trick Scarlet Witch, but he reversed time and was just like, "Girl, that stone is mine." uh, what else? That ending part though, with everyone dying. You know, Spidey, Groot, Star Lord, Drax. We lost Gamora earlier on in the film, or like in the middle of the film. There was a lot of heavy losses in this, and like I said before, it's not really. I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel like crying. I wasn't like, oh no, we lost Spidey. I know we didn't really lose them. Um, I know they're gonna come back. To me, like I said, I don't know if did I say it already. Anyways, I'm gonna say it again. To me, it didn't weigh as heavy, but I understood. I felt it from the characters. Iron Man, Tony Stark. When he was holding Peter, man, he felt so bad, man. I know it, man. It really digged into him very deep. So it sucked, man. It really sucked. But like I said, they're gonna be back, guys. Don't worry about that. They will. Uh, man, it talks a lot. It talks a lot. This is long. This is a long 20 minutes now. I was playing the game the entire time. It's really good, man. Ninjas fighting. I'm not gonna say the name of the game. If you guys can guess it, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll give you a guess right now. It's on the Xbox. It's also on PlayStation 3. But anyways, is it on PlayStation 3? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm not gonna tell you. It's been a while since I played it too. It was a short game though, but anyways. Oh man, the Avengers, guys. What did you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Uh, like I said, I enjoyed the film. I overall just really enjoyed the film. Uh, it was good. It was good. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go record a Star Wars Arena video. It's probably up already, but oh well. Uh, happy May the 4th be with you. Alrighty, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know with that like button. I know there's not gonna be that many people gonna watch this video anyway, so it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, I'm head out now. Thank you very much. But as always, guys, you know what time it is. I need a new outro, anyways. But one day I'll figure it out. Peace.